Welcome to the Movie Planet. I'm your host, Ethan Downing. Today, I'm going to go over what makes made for TV movies great and everything you'll ever need to know about made for TV movies. First, I'm going to go over what I define as a TV movie, and next, I'll go over the history of them and what makes them so great. I consider a made-for-TV movie as a film made with built-in commercial breaks in mind. Originally aired on cable TV, with only a few minor exceptions. Netflix, Hulu, or Prime originals, as well as many other streaming originals, are not made-for-TV movies. But if they have a legacy cable channel that premieres original content on both cable and a streaming app, then it counts. Such is the case with Hallmark Plus and Disney Plus. The film must also not come out with multiple parts, because then it's considered a mini-series. Live TV plays are not included either. The movie also has to never have had a theatrical release of any kind. Movies that are released on HBO, Starz, or Showtime, and many other cable additives where the movie is released on demand, is not considered a made-for-TV movie either. Some TV specials count and others don't. If a TV special is merely a longer episode of an ongoing show, then I would not consider it a made-for-TV movie, regardless of the episode's runtime. If there is a TV special that is separate from an existing show, not connected to the show's story, then it is a made-for-TV movie. Such is the case with The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Reunion, which took place many years after the show ended and was a documentary, whereas the original show was a comedy. Movies that have had a theatrical release but then had a longer TV version released doesn't count, which is the case with the movie Earthquake, which was originally released in 1974, but a 1976 TV version was released over 2 nights in a larger 2-part event. Another reason I might not consider a film a made-for-TV movie is if it ends up getting picked up as a pilot for a show. Then it's not a made-for-TV movie, even if it was considered one when it came out. If it was released as a made-for-TV movie, but became an unsold pilot, then it stays as is, a made-for-TV movie. Now we'll go over the history of made-for-TV movies. The line between a movie and a made-for-TV movie used to be a lot more clearly defined. The internet and streaming platforms have complicated this. It used to be that a made-for-TV movie was filmed using TV cameras, with built-in breaks where the screen fades to black several times throughout the film for the commercials. They were incredibly low budget and a far cry from what a movie in the theaters is. A lot of those things have changed. First, we have what I call the early era, 1957 to 1964. There were only a few limited TV specials released from 1938 to 1964. The first of which being Pride and Prejudice, 1938, which was released on BBC, making it the first made-for-TV movie. It was also the first film adaptation of the novel. It's now considered a lost film. The Pied Piper of Hamelin, 1957, is the oldest surviving made-for-TV movie. 1957 is significant because from that year on, TV specials would become a regular thing. Hallmark released its first film on TV in 1951, which was Amal and the Night Visitors. It doesn't count as a legitimate movie though, because it was a 1-act opera. The Hallmark Hall of Fame productions started in 1960 with its first film, The Tempest. When I was doing research for this video, I found out that even though some sources say Hallmark Hall of Fame productions started in 1960, some other sources say that they were started in 1951. From 1951 to 1959, Hallmark made 32 different teleplays. They were either performed live for the broadcast or pre-recorded live plays. These films are sometimes referred to as TV movies, but they are just teleplays. Even The Tempest in 1960, which was a made-for-TV movie based on Shakespeare, blurred the lines between a play and a movie. It did have edits and was pre-recorded, so it does technically count as their first made-for-TV movie. Up until now, TV films were few and far between, with a lot of them being live teleplays and re-releases of great theatrical films, like The Wizard of Oz, which was re-released in 1956. Not very many noteworthy made-for-TV movies came out in this early era. Next is the Golden Age, 1964 to 1983. In 1964, Rankin Bass started releasing their animated Christmas classics on TV, like Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and my personal favorite, Rankin Bass, The Year Without a Santa Claus. They have a great second life on home video throughout the years. The first of NBC's Saturday Night at the Movies original film came out in 1964, called See How They Run, which is now a lost film. This started the whirlwind of what we often think of as a made-for-TV movie. In 1969, ABC started their program ABC's Movie of the Week, which lasted until 1975. Many of these films were based around fun gimmicks like Killdozer and Heatwave, or they were cautionary tales like It Could Happen to a Nicer Guy. The 70s were filled with great TV films. Some of them were pilots for shows that never happened. Networks pumped out so many films on TV. Made-for-TV movies were on the up and up, all the way until November 20th, 1983, when The Day After was released. It is considered the most watched TV film in US history, with over 100 million views. After 1983, TV movies were in decline, which is why I personally consider the 70s the golden age of the television film. Now we have the later years, 1983 to 2007. Hallmark kept the category alive for many years. They launched the Hallmark Channel in 1991, which still produces many great TV films. But it wasn't until Disney Channel, which was created in 1983, started making its own original films. The first official Disney Channel original film is 1997's Under Wraps. For me, Disney Channel original movies were a big part of my childhood. For many young people today born in the 1990s like myself, most of the TV films we have ever watched are Disney Channel originals. The High School Musical franchise is and probably always will be their most successful TV film, with High School Musical 3 bursting out of the TV bubble and receiving its own theatrical release. And finally, the streaming era, 2007 to present. In the late 2000s, Disney Channel started to decrease its prolific production of TV films. In 2007, Netflix started streaming movies and TV shows online. In 2015, Netflix released its first original film titled Beasts of No Nation. Many other streaming originals have been made since. With the increase in streaming, cable TV is on a steep decline. Most people who have cable in 2025 have it for live sports or the major news outlets. If cable TV dies, then so will made-for-TV movies. It is already increasingly considered a lost art of filmmaking. In June of 2022, Disney Channel celebrated its 100th original film. With Disney Plus now being a thing, all modern Disney Channel originals will be available on streaming as well as TV. Hallmark is still making TV films, but with the creation of Hallmark Plus, soon all the new TV movies will also be available for streaming the same day. Most major TV networks have replaced TV movies with miniseries and limited series that are usually documentaries. The television film is not dead though. Sci-Fi and Lifetime are still making made-for-TV movies. Hallmark and Disney are still doing it as well, even if they're on streaming too. I think that in a way, made for TV movies will never truly be as great as they were in the 1970s, back when TV shows were viewed as a lower art form and anything and everything was being made into TV movies. And nowadays, a lot more production budget and video quality has gone into TV films, which misses the essence of what the made for TV movie used to be. Made for TV movies are even more of an afterthought than ever before. Maybe a network will come along and make them great again one day. Now you understand how complicated the made for TV world really is. Let me know in the comments what your favorite made for TV movie is. And please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And thanks for watching.